Welcome to our channel where we delve into the shadows, where fear takes root and nightmares bloom. Tonight we gather around the flickering light of our screens to explore the unsettling mystery of the forest that swallows everything. Local legends whisper of its insatiable hunger, of souls lost amongst the ancient trees, their fates forever entwined with the dense, shadowy woods. These are not just stories, but echoes of terror passed down through generations like warnings whispered on the wind. And tonight, we're going to explore three chilling encounters, three brushes with the unknown that will leave you questioning the darkness just beyond your own back door. So lock your doors, turn off the lights, and prepare to enter the forest that swallows everything. Welcome to our channel, where we dive into the darkest and most mysterious tales. Today we bring you three spine-chilling stories about the forest that swallows everything. Picture a small town nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest. It's the kind of town where everyone knows everyone, where life moves at a slower pace. But even in this idyllic setting, darkness can lurk. Emily, a bright-eyed girl of 10, was the heart of her family. Her laughter echoed through their home, her smile as warm as the summer sun. One sunny afternoon, Emily decided to explore the woods behind her house. She'd been warned countless times about venturing too far, but the allure of adventure proved too strong. Hours passed and the sun began its descent, casting long, eerie shadows across the town. Emily's parents, their hearts heavy with dread, contacted the authorities. Search parties were assembled, volunteers combing through the dense undergrowth, their flashlights cutting through the growing darkness. Days turned into weeks, hope dwindling with each passing hour. The forest, once a place of wonder and beauty, now held a sinister silence. Whispers of the unknown began to circulate. Some spoke of an ancient evil that resided within the woods, preying on the innocent. The townspeople, once so eager to help, now avoided the forest's edge. A palpable fear had settled over the community, a chilling reminder of their own mortality. Emily's disappearance remained a mystery, a haunting reminder of the forest's insatiable hunger. Years later, a faded, tattered ribbon was found snagged on a branch deep within the forest. It was the same ribbon Emily had worn in her hair on that fateful day, but there was no other sign of her, no trace, no closure. The forest had swallowed her whole, leaving behind only a chilling silence and an unspoken warning. Some say if you listen closely on the edge of the woods when the wind whispers through the trees, you can still hear Emily's faint cries, a chilling reminder of the forest's dark embrace. A group of friends, eager to escape the monotony of everyday life, decided to embark on a weekend camping trip. They ventured deep into the forest, their laughter echoing through the ancient trees, their backpacks laden with supplies and a false sense of security. As dusk settled, they set up camp near a clearing. The crackling firelight cast dancing shadows, providing a meager sense of warmth against the encroaching darkness. They shared stories, jokes, and laughter, their voices a fragile shield against the unsettling silence of the woods. But as the night deepened, so did the unease. The forest seemed to press in, the shadows growing longer and more menacing. The once comforting crackling of the fire now sounded like whispering voices, their tone hushed and laced with malice. One of the friends, Jake, noticed a strange stillness in the air. The nocturnal symphony of crickets and owls had fallen silent, replaced by an unnerving quiet. He glanced around, his heart pounding against his ribs, a primal fear taking root. Suddenly a twig snapped in the darkness just beyond the reach of the firelight. The group fell silent, their eyes wide with terror, their breath catching in their throats. They strained to listen, their senses on high alert. Another snap, closer this time, followed by the sound of heavy breathing. Panic surged through the group. They huddled closer to the fire, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames, their eyes reflecting the terror that gnawed at their insides. A low growl, guttural and primal, erupted from the darkness. The friends scrambled to their feet, their eyes darting about frantically, searching for the source of the terrifying sound. The growl intensified, closer now, circling them. Then, as quickly as it began, the noise ceased. Silence descended once more, heavier and more oppressive than before. They waited, their bodies trembling, their breaths shallow and ragged. The next morning they broke camp, their faces pale and drawn, their laughter replaced with a haunted silence. They returned to their lives, forever marked by the terror of that night. Whether you're just starting out or you're an advanced creator, there are always new tips and tricks to learn. Let's dive into some practical advice that can help you elevate your work to the next level. John, a seasoned hiker with a thirst for adventure, considered himself one with the wilderness. He had traversed countless trails, scaled treacherous peaks, and navigated dense forests with an almost instinctive ease. But nothing could have prepared him for what he found in the heart of the forest that swallows everything. He had stumbled upon an unmarked trail, barely visible beneath a carpet of fallen leaves. Curiosity piqued. He decided to explore, his compass, his only guide. As he ventured deeper, the forest seemed to change, the air growing heavy and stagnant. The trees, once majestic and life-giving, now loomed over him, their branches gnarled and twisted, their bark a sickly pale grey. The sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense canopy, casting the forest floor in perpetual twilight. He stumbled upon a clearing, a circle of barren earth devoid of any vegetation. In the center lay a solitary stone well, its edges worn smooth with time. An unnatural silence hung over the clearing, amplifying the sound of John's own heartbeat. Drawn by an unseen force, he approached the well, his hand trembling as he reached out to touch the cold, damp stone. As his fingers made contact, a jolt of energy surged through his body, and a low, guttural voice echoed from the depths of the well. The voice spoke of an ancient evil, imprisoned within the forest, bound to the well by a forgotten pact. It promised John unimaginable power in exchange for his freedom. John, his mind reeling from the encounter, stumbled back from the well, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew he should leave to forget what he had seen and heard, but the voice, laced with promises of power and glory, whispered to him in his dreams, tempting him, seducing him. Days turned into sleepless nights as John grappled with his conscience. The allure of power, the chance to control his own destiny, proved too strong to resist. He returned to the well, his steps lighter, his resolve hardened. As he stood before the well, ready to make his bargain, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. He whirled around to see a figure standing at the edge of the clearing, its eyes glowing with an eerie, unnatural light. John, his blood turning to ice in his veins, realized the price of his ambition. The forest had claimed him body and soul. And now, let's discuss some effective monetization strategies. Whether you're looking to make a little extra income or turn your passion into a full-time job, these tips can help you maximize your earnings. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the heart of the forest that swallows everything. We've explored the darkness that lurks just beyond the light, the fear that whispers in the shadows. But remember, these are just stories. Or are they? The forest holds many secrets, some best left undisturbed. So the next time you find yourself at the edge of the woods, think twice before venturing too far. Until next time, sleep tight and don't let the shadows bite.